Today we're finishing up our review of the Eve mattress. We've had the mattress now for about 2 weeks and we've got some good information to share with you. We'll talk about how the mattress is constructed, how it performed for us. We'll do a couple tests for you and then we'll talk about who we think should give this mattress a try. We'll go ahead and get started. Alright, we'll talk about how this is constructed. So it's got a nice stretchy cover on the top. If you grab onto that, it snaps back into place fairly easily. And then it's got a thicker side panel fabric, so it's going to be more durable if you ever go to move or anything. It's going to stand up to that very well. So the top 2 inches of this mattress is 2 inches of memory foam, and then under that is 1.5 inches of what they just call a cooling foam. It's a foam that's going to circulate air better than having a memory foam under there, and it will take some of the heat out of that top layer and help circulate air better for cooling. And then they have their foam core. So the mattress is 10 inches thick total. The response time on this mattress is pretty good, especially for a memory foam bed. You're going to get that memory foam feel, but it has fairly fast reaction time as well. It's in my opinion, it's about a 6.5 to 7 on the firmness scale. So it is going to be a little bit firmer. It still has good support, but it's a little bit firmer. They use a fairly good foam core. So some 10 inches mattresses, if I do this, it'll bottom out fairly easily. I'm not really bottoming out on this one, so it does have a better foam core, but with that foam core, it's going to make the mattress feel a little bit firmer. Alright guys, now we'll talk about how the mattress performed for us. So in our reviews, we try to hit all 3 sleeping positions at least for a couple nights. And the mattress itself performs very well in all 3 sleeping positions. One thing with this mattress, they do have a fairly good foam core for a 10 inch. You don't bottom out on it, even if if I just do that, I'll bottom right out. I don't have that happening with the Eve. However, with that firmer core, it's going to make the mattress feel a little bit firmer than some of the other 10 inch models on the market. But I think it's about a 6.5 to 7, depending upon your weight. But for side sleeping, it can form very well. If you're a side sleeper all the time, some of you might think this is a little bit firm if you only sleep on your side. But for people that kind of switch it up, it worked just fine. So on your back, the memory foam layers can form very well to your lumbar. You don't have any issues with not having enough support. It supports very well. And for stomach sleeping, I think this is probably one of the best ones I've tested, being that it's a little bit firmer. I think if your mattress is too soft on your stomach, it makes your back arch, and then you get lower back pain. So this mattress works really good on for stomach sleepers as well. But if you're kind of somebody that switches it up all the time, the mattress will perform good for you. So like I said before, the reaction time is pretty quick on this for a memory foam mattress. If I roll and adjust positions, it pops up pretty quick behind me. So you're not going to have a stuck feeling. It's going to make it easier to roll around on. It gives you that memory foam feel, but without kind of a stuck feeling. And I think a lot of that comes down to having that firmer foam core underneath. So now I'll quickly show you the motion transfer. Like most foam beds, they usually perform very good with having less motion transfer, so you don't feel your partner move around. So you're going to have a little bit of movement, but part of that is just the base itself moving. So if you or your partner moves around a lot, you're not going to feel that movement, especially if you compare that to a traditional inner spring mattress. So next we will show you the edge support. So like I said before, it's got a firmer foam core in it. So the edge support's actually pretty good on this mattress compared to a lot of foam beds. For me, laying on the edge for edge support is more important than sitting, so I'll show you guys that quick. As you can see, if I'm right on the edge, what you want to look for is to not feel like you're rolling out of the bed, in which case I'm not getting that on the Eve at all. It's got a very good foam core, so you're not going to have that roll out of the bed feeling. Okay, so who should consider trying the Eve mattress? Well, first of all, if you're somebody that likes to sleep in all three sleeping positions, the somewhat medium to medium firm feel will work good for you. Also, if you're somebody that likes it just a tad firmer, this is going to be a good option for you. One thing I like to remind people of is once you sleep on a mattress for a certain amount of time, it's going to soften up some over time as they break in. So starting out a little bit firmer, in my opinion, is a lot of times a good thing. If it ends up being a little too firm, you could always add something to soften it up. But if you're too soft to start off, as it breaks in, it might get too soft for you. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, this for a 10-inch mattress uses a pretty good foam core. So usually I say if you're 250 or more, I wouldn't recommend a 10-inch mattress. However, I think this one, if you're under 300 pounds, I think it's going to work just fine for you because it does use a little bit denser foam core in there. Also, if you've got to be somebody that likes a memory foam feel, this has a memory foam feel, but not a sinking memory foam feel. It feels like more of a supportive memory foam. You don't get that stuck feeling like you can on some memory foam beds. Also, being a memory foam bed, sometimes memory foam beds sleep warm. We didn't have that in this case to a point where it was uncomfortable. So it did circulate air and disperse heat efficiently enough for us. So that's not something you're going to have to worry about either. They offer their trial period as well, so you can give it a shot. If it doesn't work for you, you're able to return that, get your money back, and so that you don't have any worries there either. Overall, it's just it's a good performing mattress. It's a nice 6.5 to 7 for feel, so it is a tad firmer. But like I said, if you are a stomach sleeper, this is going to be an excellent mattress for you. If you kind of switch it up every night, it's going to work for you as well.